but we did just get back from a shoot we did with Boss Shotshells and Delta Waterfowl. Brad Heidel from Delta Waterfowl, he runs all the marketing over there, helps set it up. And we got to go to the world-famous Coca-Cola Woods, which was originally owned by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company. It's in Arkansas. I forgot the name of the town because it's too weird.
McCrory.
Yeah, I never knew.
Yeah, and I can't even tell you enough. Like, it's managed for ducks. Basically, it's a giant piece of property, and it's inside a giant bowl. And by bowl, I mean like miles diameter bowl, and they fill it with water and flood the woods and then make it absolutely ideal for ducks. And then it's really cool, like areas where there's big openings in the treetops, like big circles where ducks can feel comfortable coming down into the water. We're just calling them holes.
They named a hole after us because it didn't have a name yet.
Yep.
Really?
The Greenway Hole.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Which
When you say it like
until
that,
then,
it doesn't sound
until then, that meant. No, I'm just kidding.
We created our own hole.
Yeah. In the Coca-Cola Woods, they kind of have it set up. They have like this map in the one room. And on the map, there's like these little lights, and each one has a name, and it's like a representation of the different holes. So it's like, are you going to be hunting the buck hole in the morning? Or we hunted the last buck hole was the first one. And then we hunted, I forgot which ones. There was a gar one or something like that.
Gar hole, yeah.
We hunted. And it was just really cool to see the organization of it. And there's like full-time employees there that are doing nothing but managing those woods for ducks. And they actually draw down the water every year, too. And I asked him, I was like, is it like swamp the rest of the year, like when you draw the water out?
That's my
He's like, no, it gets pretty dry.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me. Their season's only 60 days, and yet there's multiple people working there year-round just to prep for those 60 days and make sure it brings in as many ducks as possible.
I love that it's invite only. It's
Yeah.
not just like you can
And
walk
you
up.
get up,
Nobody's
you go to
coming.
your little locker that has all your stuff in it, and then you walk the 20 feet from the back door to the boat ramp where you get in the boat. They drive you out. It's great.
Yeah. It reminded me of a hockey locker room. It was
Yeah.
cool.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was neat.
Perfect setup.
Pushing my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
So they hosted us there. The owner there is absolutely awesome. John, the staff there was incredible. The cooking was unbelievable.
Oh,
Everybody was so nice. The facility's awesome, like the lockers, but then we all had our own bedrooms. And it's like you got your own bathroom, you got your own everything. A bed and a bunk bed in each room.
Yeah.
Then they're like waiting on you hand and foot with these elaborate breakfasts and dinners, and we had Cornish game hens the one night.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we had steak and egg. Well,
they felt bad the one day that we didn't do as well, and they're like, make sure you treat them right. So we come into all the stuff that would have been there for what we would have already thought was a fantastic breakfast, and like, throw in some steaks and some cinnamon rolls that she made with half and half and brown sugar on top of it. Oh my God,
unreal.
it was so good.
They were great.
she calls herself the little country cook,
Mm-hmm.
and she is sweet as pie, but she'll tell you how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, like the one breakfast we had an insane amount of bacon, and they know how to cook bacon. I thought I was the only
The
one.
first time ever.
Finally, somebody else knows how to bake bacon.
Yep.
She baked it and then finished it on the flat top.
Yep.
Yeah, because she's perfect in every way.
Yeah.
So we had bacon, sausage, steaks, some sort of like French toasty casserole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
That was probably my favorite part of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had these little cheese bite bacon things. Then we had full steaks. Then we had biscuits and gravy.
Yep.
Hash brown.
And the
hash
biscuits
brown
and gravy
yeah.
with chocolate gravy too.
Yeah, that was an
There
option.
chocolate gravy, which, as it turns out, is just
Hot chocolate.
homemade chocolate pudding.
I didn't do the chocolate.
It was good.
Yeah,
It
I did.
It was not
really good.
over sweet.
No.
I did the gravy. I just went classic.
Yeah, that was.
There were so many food options, and then they had your glass, your orange juice, and your water sitting at everyone's seat. And then
It's like you're on a cruise.
Dude, it was amazing, and nicest people.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we can't thank Delta Waterfowl and of course John, who sits on the board for Delta Waterfowl, enough for the opportunity to go there and experience just that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like an arcade room. We were playing Tetris, and we played ping.
Miss Pac-Man.
I got my revenge on Ryan for what he did to me. Finally beat Bowser at ping pong from 4 years later.
To be clear, Ryan was Bowser. He was the last boss. He was very good at ping pong.
He is very good.
I
at
don't
ping pong.
remember this.
Yeah, I was like,
You wouldn't. You were so casual about
I
it.
beat when we were at Circle M Lodge bison hunting. I beat like 7 people, and then you came in and just destroyed
Just
me.
strolled in, and he looks like Forrest Gump. He's just like
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well,
this.
Ryan
behind the back.
Ryan and I got some volleys going for ping pong.
Yeah, we did.
They were like this far from the net, 100 miles an hour both ways, like 8 or 9 back and forth. It was
miles an hour.
Yep, 100. Don't take this from us. You're just mad because you were Princess Peach.
I wasn't very good.
You were Princess Peach.
I'm not good at
fiddling
ping
with your
pong.
cigar.
I won't claim to be.
Oh yeah, that was funny too. One of the nights we decided we want to go to the gas station. We're like, "Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff?" We're like looking around all over the place for Jeff, and he's like,
We needed to get energy drinks for the morning.
"Yeah."
Mhm.
We go out there. He's on the back porch. He's smoking his cigar, and we're like, "We're going to the gas station." He's like,
Okay.
"Okay."
Let me finish this real quick, and then I'll.
Too long. Let's go.
I'll grab my wallet and we'll go. I finish it. I grab my wallet just in time to go to the front door and look down the long driveway, and they're halfway down the driveway driving away. I really hoped one of you were gonna like look in the mirror, just happen to see me on the front porch going.
That we would have lost it.
Oh.
But it was great
Lost
because
it.
I got energy drinks and didn't have to go nowhere.
So anyhow, the funny thing about the trip is the Coca-Cola Woods is known for being great hunting all 60 days of the season. They manage it to make sure that it is, and they do an excellent job. We could not have hit at the absolute worst possible time ever.
Oh yeah.
We went down there the day after Christmas, and it was just that mid-season dry spell for them, which they never get.
It was wildly different for us too because we're used to hunting in Michigan in big areas where, cloudy, rainy. That's what brings the ducks in. That's good duck hunting weather.
That's a good point.
That's what it was while we were there the first 2 days. And they're like, yeah, this is terrible. We need sunny,
We need the sun.
cloudless days. It's like, that doesn't sound right to me at all. But it's just, that's what you need in timber.
Yeah, because basically the ducks aren't using the timber is used as a protection, so it's a way to hide from predators. They don't like being out in the rice fields eating rice during the bluebird days because they can get picked off by a hawk easy.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's bluebird days, they get uncomfortable and then they go tuck into the trees and hide. So when you're hunting timber like we are, you're hunting the hide.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we had like rain, fog. I'm like, this is a great morning for duck hunting. They're like, this is awful. And then fog rolled in like I haven't ever seen.
Oh yeah, it was pretty thick.
Wild.
That's pretty cool.
But the first day, we ended up with 3 spoonbill. And
For those of you that don't
Which
know, a
was record-setting.
spoonbill is not, it's a duck, you can hunt it, but it's not very good for eating. Not when you're comparing them to the mallards that they normally get.
yeah, and I mean, there's a little bit of like, have you really had a fish that was awful besides that one catfish that we had that was probably spoiled?
Mhm.
Um,
I'm sure if you clean it and cook it the
Sure.
right way, it'd be great.
You're
Sure.
saying like
I like that
it's
they
a
call-
preference thing.
yeah,
It-
I like that they call them Hollywood mallards.